the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Back to throw again.
Throw caught by Achane.
Call it a gain of a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one is right through. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Back to throw here, Herbert.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Good move at the 30. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The Chargers have 13-2 on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Herbert now.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd and 15.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's Herbert. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Jalen Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and 19.
Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. He'll return it from the 6.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. Pass incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them. And
they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
He'll be brought down short of the 15. A really good move on the run.
2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 7.
Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
One more time with Dobbins.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. He'll dump this off to Achane.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Out of the gun now on third down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And that one results in 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now it's Herbert. Able to find Higgins.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
T. Higgins.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 10-3.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive in the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Now back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Down the left sideline.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A shotgun snap for Herbert. This is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 17-3. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things because it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 1. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
First down, goal.
They'll set up a throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Up the middle, Achane.
Room here to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Devon Achane.
55 yards.
And the Bulls are able to cut into that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Finding space at the 40.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
The Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Looking to throw. Herbert.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll run here with Dobbins.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
He's going to air one out.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
Fighting his way through contact. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A stoppage here for an injury, and not what you want to see. J.K. Dobbins in a little bit of pain after that last play.
Out of the gun, Herbert.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10.
Higgins goes in motion right.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Stevenson gets it again on second down.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here comes a reverse. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Throw caught by Achane.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll look to throw again. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! A great play there. 48 yards.
And the Bulls have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So, for the Chargers, they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year.